Oh, this is Truckers of Europe 3. I'd like to show you something about my night setup on my Stream ST here, which has all-wheel drive and a fairly high-powered engine in it. I'm currently on a mission here out in the road between Linz and Mich. I've got a trailer on, and let's go take a look at the night sign. Here I am parked at the side of the road. Not a lot to see at about 1 a.m. in the morning out there. You can see there's some places there are traffic lights, and you can see some headlights and taillights on the cars. Sometimes they don't show up particularly well. I'm going to turn on my headlights. That's my low beam. That's my high beam. Let's go back to low beam. We'll change the camera angle here. That's looking at my vehicle. I don't have much of an option to change much there. Now here we go. Here's the camera angle I can do something with. If you take a close look there, you can notice I've supplemental lights on there. It's the best upgrade you can make to all your trucks because you can't control nighttime in this game. You notice on the bull bar, my lights are blue. The ones down low are bluish. Not dark blue, they're fairly light blue. However, I did not use blue ones up top. I don't know whether it would be important to use blue ones up there as well. I found white and yellow I do like up there. And on most of your trucks, you can mount 4 to 6 lights up top. Some of those can be beacons. I've also got a beacon option as a separate roof bar up there. The one above the windshield is an accessories, and I believe the bull bar is an extra. I'm going to turn off the roof beacon. It tends to mess things up a bit. So that's a little bit about my lights, and that's on low beam. Let's change the view here. Here's in cab. Let's start up the engine. Now, why do I've got parking brake on. It warns me about things like that. And put my hay beams on. Notice it looks a little more yellow. Because, well, you don't have any control of the lights the vehicle was outfitted with. And some vehicles do have some of their headlights mounted a little bit high. Now notice the white paint lines on the highway here, as well as various other features in the scenery. I find with the blue lights, they stand out much better than they do with, say, a yellowish red light. I'm going to have to get out of this tunnel here because it's all supplemental lights from the tunnel. Let's just do a little something there. That's the tunnel without any headlights on. There my instruments are lit up. Come on with low beams. We'll come out of the tunnel here. If we ever get out of the tunnel, it's a fairly long tunnel, not a super long tunnel. You notice it's quite different in contrast to the color between in the tunnel and the beam, my color. Oh yeah, I'm squirreling all over the place. I'm trying to talk while I'm using gyro control and touch the buttons. Now let's put my high beams back on. Now if those were all yellow, everything would be yellow and you could barely see the painted lines. As it is, you don't see the painted lines. Oh yeah, come on, settle down. There we go. You don't see the painted lines that well, but I find the best color to bring out the painted lines on the highway for your lights you can change the color of is blue. You notice there's not an awful lot of light out there. Your map is kind of mini. Let's go to perhaps the favorite view for doing some night driving here. As you now have a map that's fairly large up in the corner, and you can see what the road looks like. You can also see what kind of lights there are out on the scenery and in traffic. It does not show up particularly well. So I would suggest when you get your vehicles, first upgrade you make to them is to fit them out with lights. They're a fairly inexpensive option, and it does allow you to actually do some driving at night. And don't forget, make some of them blue. That's it about my instructional video for perhaps the best upgrade you can make to your trucks and Truckers of Europe 3.